Mm.
Africa, my child, I want you to know that you are royalty. You are strong. You are brave. You are rich. And everything that was put within you was never by chance, but by purpose. Now rise and take your rightful place on the throne. Asambe. Pambi! You thought we got our freedom? Well, think again. Just cause we're not picking cotton don't make us free, my friend. If we don't open our eyes, it will never be over. They eat our food at our table while we take their orders. How are we poor when we export to you what makes you rich? Give you our minerals, but we swimming in debt like fish. I give you gold and copper and cobalt and the diamonds, but still I have to use your currency cause mine is worthless. Brought us diseases and told everyone they came from us. Now they bring medicine that makes us sicker than we was. Forced us to school to teach us that our culture's evil. Herbal medicine's voodoo, yet they hold the dollar needle. Said they discovered our lands when they invaded us. Stripped us of our humanity, but with the savages, made us forget our ways and our languages. Sold our leaders new colonialism as independence.
Africa, yes I believe in Africa. Africa, Africa, yes I believe in Africa. Africa, yes I believe in Africa. Africa, yes I believe in Africa.
They came to kill, to steal, and to destroy our people. Cut off the hands and feet of 5-year-olds in Congo. Ripped our families apart and sold us like we're goods. The healthier the better for them cause the money good. They made our brothers lay with their mothers to breed more slaves. They sodomized our chiefs in front of our children. Call us animals to justify what they do to us. Now they say those are bygones, we shouldn't make a fuss. Turned us against each other, but who's the true enemy? We are one, they do to you what they do to me. Sold us the American dream, that's a fallacy. But come here for vacation and say it's heavenly. Africa unite, this time we rise. We are called to finish our forefathers' fight. Time to take our throne and claim what's our right. Our road to freedom, what a time to be alive.
Africa, yes I believe in Africa. Africa, Africa, yes I believe in Africa. Africa, yes I believe in Africa. Africa, yes I believe in Africa.
Wow. Outstanding. All praises to Sister Rosalie. Shall I speak now? I want to thank all of you that have joined us for this a preview actually to our 18th module of Aesthetically Speaking Music, ASM, as that we are known by our nickname. May I say that? And I want to welcome all of you that are here that have the courage to join us for our 18th module and our 6th year. And we have something very, very, very special for you this this evening or afternoon or morning, depending on where you're listening to us. And I do want to say thank you, and we're grateful. We also should have some information on donations that you may want to make for Aesthetically Speaking Music through Zelle or actually through PayPal, whatever way that you feel like you want to make a donation to our cause of Aesthetically Speaking Music and ASM. We have an outstanding team, I should say. The three of us, we have Sister Ilham Tamet, and Brother Juan Cardoso. And this is just going to be wonderful. I just can't wait. I'm so excited. And this will be, in a sense, the maiden voyage for Sister Ilham. She's done sessions before, but this is something very special. This is a live stream. So let's give her all our prayers and let's continue forth with our presentation. Thank you. Merci.
Thank you. Thank you, Ralph. Thank you, Ralph, and thank you, Juan, for your support and for everything. Assalamu alaikum, everybody, and good evening. Welcome to our show, Alkebulan, Odyssey, Memory of Rhythms. Tonight, we travel back into in time to reclaim the continent's first name, Alkebulan. In several ancient tongues, including Kemetic and Phoenician, Alkebulan means mother of mankind or garden of Eden. This is the name, and that the name indigenous people used it long before antiquity to describe this motherland, the cradle of civilization. One of his hypotheses put forward on the etymological origin of the term is that Alkebulan comes from Arabic and means land of the black. However, other etymological roots referring to climatic and geographical features of Africa could have been at the origin of the word. This is the case with Qibli, meaning the blast of hot, dry sand coming from sub-Saharan Africa, and Al-Qibalana, which in principle designated the Qibla, meaning the direction of prayer towards Mecca. In contrast, in the Maghreb, Qibla in local dialects also means south. With the arrival of Romans, the name shifted. The term Africa emerged. It comes from the Latin Afri, the name of Berber tribe living near Carthage, combined with the suffix ka, meaning land. So Africa literally translates as the land of the Afri to describe the entire continent. Other scholars point to the Greek Afrike, without cold, or the Phoenician afar, dust. This renaming also marked the moment the continent entered the gaze of narratives of outsiders. And all this, the change happened without the consent of Alkebulanian people. Before maps and conquest, Alkebulan was already alive with music. In that era, music was never a separate entertainment. It was the very breath of the community. People played drums, kora, balafon, flutes, and layered vocal chant to set the rhythm of planting and harvest, to accompany rites of passage, birth, initiations, weddings, funerals, to invoke the ancestors, to pass down history when writing did not yet exist, and to celebrate victory or heal the body. Every life event had its own tempo, its own song, its own instruments. It is the sonic memory, this bond between people, land, and the sacred that we will explore together today, this evening. Welcome to Alkebulan, and we will travel through several destinations from the north to south and east to west, from Senegal, Tanzania, Mali, Mauritania, Morocco, Zimbabwe, Eswatini, USA, Nigeria, Kenya, South Africa, to Ghana. Maintenant en français. Ce soir, nous remontons le temps pour retrouver le nom premier de notre continent, Alkebulan. dans plusieurs langues anciennes, notamment Kemet et phénicienne. Alkebulan signifie mère de l'humanité au jardin d'Éden. C'est le nom que le peuple autochtone utilisait bien avant l'Antiquité pour désigner cette terre-mère, berceau des civilisations. Une des hypothèses avancées concernant l'origine étymologique du terme et Kalkebulan proviendrait de l'arabe et signifiait terre des Noirs. Cependant, d'autres racines étymologiques liées aux caractéristiques climatiques et géographiques de l'Afrique pourraient être à l'origine du mot. C'est le cas de Qibli qui désigne les souffles de sable chaud et sec provenant d'Afrique subsaharienne, et d'Al-Qibalana qui désigne en principal la Qibla, c'est-à-dire la direction de la prière vers la Mecque. En revanche, au Maghreb, Qibla signifie également sud dans les dialectes locaux. Avec l'arrivée des Romains, le nom a évolué. Le terme Afrique est apparu, provient du latin Afri, nom d'une tribu berbère vivant près de Carthage, auquel est ajouté le suffixe ka, signifiant terre. Ainsi, Afrique se traduit littéralement le pays des Afri. Pour désigner l'ensemble du continent, d'autres chercheurs évoquent le grec afriqué, sang froid, ou le phénicien Afar, poussière. Ce changement de nom a également marqué le moment où le continent est entré dans le regard et les récits des étrangers. Je rappelle juste que ce changement a opéré sans le consentement des autochtones. Mais avant les cartes et les conquêtes, Alkebulan vibrait déjà au son de la musique. À cette époque, la musique n'était pas un simple divertissement isolé, elle était l'âme de la communauté. Tambour, kora, balafon, flûte et chants polyphoniques rythmaient les semailles et les récoltes, accompagnant les rites de passage, naissance, initiation, mariage et funérailles, invoquant les ancêtres, transmettaient l'histoire avant même l'invention de l'écriture, célébrant les victoires ou soigner les corps. Chaque événement de la vie avait son propre rythme, sa propre mélodie, ses propres instruments. C'est cette mémoire sonore, ce lien entre l'homme, la terre et le sacré, que nous allons explorer ensemble aujourd'hui. Bienvenue à Alkebulan. Donc, nous voyagerons à travers plusieurs destinations du nord au sud, de l'est à l'ouest, du Sénégal, Tanzanie, Mali, Mauritanie, Maroc, Zimbabwe, Eswatini, USA, Nigeria, Kenya, Afrique du Sud, jusqu'au Ghana. Juste avant de passer, au documentaire de Cheikh Anta Diop, une petite présentation de Rosaré, la chanson qu'on a écoutée au début de l'émission. Just before to go to the commentary of Cheikh Anta Diop, small presentation of Rosaré. She was born in Moshi in Tanzania. She was raised in Arusha and spent some of her childhood in Kenya. She completed her education in Nairobi and at Ainsworth Primary School and Rudolph Steiner Primary. She went on to complete her secondary education at Bishop Mazoldi. And now we will listen to Sheikh Anta Diop. He's from Senegal.
We want to hear from Juan now, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
It's okay. I think we could have skipped, but welcome everyone. Good evening, and welcome to another live stream. So if you are new to this channel, if you're watching us for the first time, we have many other live streams with different themes and all about African diasporic music and culture and philosophy, thinking, and many other things. And we're gonna start our new module because this is just an introduction, just a little taste of what we do. And we're gonna start our next module, which is our 18th module in April 30. So 1 week from now, same time, 7:30 EST if you are in the East Coast, but you can convert if you're not. And we're gonna be talking about basically developing what we're gonna start today with the theme of Alkebulan, and we're gonna go to many countries. You know, it's gonna be our second trip to Africa actually in ASM. And if you want to know more, we have a website. Talk to us, leave a comment, you know, reach us, and come to our free open house in April 30 next week and join us in this amazing adventure. There also you have an opportunity to talk with us, you know, because we open the mics after our presentation, which we are not going to do today because it's on YouTube, so we can do this. But if you want to join us on Zoom next week, we're gonna be very happy to have you. So that's it. Thank you so much, and let's go now to the documentary of Sheikh Anta Diop. Is that right? My pronunciation? Anta Diop. All right. Just a second, I forgot to put the English subtitles. And there are some mistakes that the translation makes, but I think Ilham is gonna make some comments afterwards. So it's translated from the French, and then she's gonna make some commentaries if she thinks she's too off. Okay.
Yeah, I will.
Chercher nullement à aboutir à une civilisation grandiose. Il y a souvent un procès d'intention qui passe à côté des sentiments réels. Vous ne trouverez jamais, on fausse même la psychologie humaine, vous ne trouverez jamais un peuple qui admire l'histoire d'un autre peuple. Prenez la Serbie, prenez n'importe quel peuple de l'Europe centrale. Ce que le peuple de l'Europe centrale voudrait, c'est de refaire le chemin humble que ses ancêtres ont suivi, de retrouver le lien conducteur, le fil ténu qui le lie à ses ancêtres les plus lointains, quel que soit le caractère humble de l'expérience que ces peuples ont vécu, que ces ancêtres ont vécu, de pouvoir retrouver la somme de ses réussites, de ses succès et de ses échecs, parce qu'il est fait de tout cela. De la même façon, ce qui m'intéressait, c'était de remonter l'Afrique. Moi, quand je m'occupais d'histoire, nous étions presque une génération spontanée. On nous disait que le nègre de grande taille n'était pas un indigène de l'Afrique. C'était les théories, justement, de Rivet qui étaient en vigueur. L'Afrique était peuplée à partir de l'Océanie. Donc, le noir que vous êtes et moi, nous sommes des occupants. Nous sommes des étrangers qui sont venus sur un sol qui nous est étranger. Les seuls habitants de ce pays, c'était les Pygmées. Le noir a devancé le blanc est venu, s'il est plus fort, il évince le noir qui est un étranger comme lui. Voilà les théories qui étaient en vigueur. Quant à l'origine réelle du noir, ça se perdait dans la nuit des temps. Et notre histoire était enseignée avec des dates qui apparaissaient comme des contes d'épiciers. Alors, devant une telle situation, la seule chose qui m'intéressait, c'était, j'étais habité par la certitude, a priori, que nous sommes là, sur ce continent, en même temps que les autres, que nous avons toujours vécu ici, que nous sommes des Noirs, des hommes capables, aussi capables que les autres. C'était la seule chose que l'on pouvait supposer a priori. Et ce qui m'intéressait, c'était donc de retrouver ce chemin humble qui me conduirait à nos ancêtres les plus lointains. Et quand je suis tombé sur l'Égypte, mes camarades le savent de ma génération, j'étais gêné. Ça ne m'intéressait absolument pas de tomber sur l'Égypte, pour ce que je cherchais. Si le fil conducteur, c'est la continuité, c'est la restauration de la conscience historique qui m'intéressait. C'est cette conscience historique qui est le ciment, qui réunit les individus d'un peuple, qui fait qu'un peuple n'est pas une population, un agrégat d'individus sans lien. C'est ce sentiment historique seulement que je voulais restituer, restaurer. Et je ne peux pas non plus, en aboutissant à l'Égypte, falsifier l'histoire par complaisance pour être dans le vraisemblable du moment. C'était tout. Déplacement de peuple. Je vous ai dit que les déplacements se font à la petite semaine. Il y a 2400 ans, ce qu'on appelle la dernière période humide, où toute l'Afrique était couverte de prés herbeuses, Donc, on pouvait se déplacer depuis la vallée du Nil jusqu'à l'océan Atlantique en marchant derrière des troupeaux. Par conséquent, là aussi, il y a une voie de migration. Maintenant, il y a la corrélation également entre des événements intérieurs et des événements extérieurs. Il est certain que le sac de Thèbes par les Assyriens, la façon féroce dont les Assyriens ont détruit la ville de Thèbes en 663, a eu des répercussions comme l'occupation de Paris par les Allemands, mais ça n'a pas duré. Donc la métropole noire, une fois qui était vénérable, millénaire, la première fois qu'elle a été mise à sac, ça a eu des répercussions profondes sur les populations africaines qui vivaient presque attirées comme formant une sorte de grappe autour de la vallée du Nil. Dans les publications prochaines, je montrerai que les Égyptiens étaient descendus jusqu'au Chaba, c'est sûr, jusqu'au Zaïre. Nous avons des preuves archéologiques de tout cela. Nous avons des preuves archéologiques qui sont venues ici, des preuves relevant de la linguistique d'autres pays qui sont venus justement jusqu'à la boucle du Niger. Ça concerne la première question sur laquelle je dirai un mot. Et tout cela, donc des motifs climatiques, une pression extérieure, la victoire, la perte de la souveraineté nationale de l'Égypte a fait que les populations africaines se sont relâchées et se sont repliées sur elles-mêmes à l'intérieur pour former des royaumes à l'intérieur. Alors que jusque-là, l'Égypte était la grande métropole, un peu comme les Germains qui étaient de l'autre côté de la rive du Danube par rapport à la civilisation, au foyer romain. L'Égypte était le véritable foyer auquel le reste de l'Afrique noire était lié par 1000 liens d'esclaves. Et à partir du moment où l'Égypte a perdu la souveraineté nationale, ces populations, évidemment, se sont organisées sur d'autres bases. Alors tout cela, ce sont donc des motifs de déplacement. Pour les civilisation qui est discutée, ces agents se sont représentés plus noirs que vous-même. Mais déjà, vous avez des œillères de l'éducation colonialiste et vous ne pouvez plus voir cette réalité palpable. C'est ça la cécité intellectuelle. Vous comprenez? Où est la raison dans cette éducation? Où est la raison? Où est le développement du sens critique dans cette éducation? Voilà le danger contre lequel nous devons vous prémunir. Il faut que votre cerveau fonctionne. Je disais encore hier et je le répéterai demain, que ce que nous voulons, ce que nous visons dans votre éducation, c'est de réveiller justement le bâtisseur de nations qui dort en chacun de vous. C'est de réveiller le créateur qui dort en chacun de vous. Et cela suppose donc une réforme qui mette l'accent sur la rationalité, sur les facultés créatrices de l'individu et sur l'indépendance intellectuelle de l'individu. Voilà le but que vise mon enseignement. Et si je ne l'atteins pas, c'est bien. Les moyens de prouver, ce sont les moyens scientifiques. La critique scientifique, n'est-ce pas, c'est une méthode. Moi, j'ai utilisé tout l'arsenal des méthodes d'investigation et des méthodes de preuve. J'ai esquissé même des méthodes nouvelles pour l'histoire africaine. Que justement, les maîtres que vous citez, vous parlez des maîtres occidentaux, n'est-ce pas, que vous citez, utilisent largement. Parce que le paradoxe, c'est que tout cela dont vous parlez, ils sont coincés aujourd'hui, parce qu'il n'y a que cette voie pour renouveler la science historique, et c'est moi qui vous le dis. Et ils sont coincés dans leur propre développement idéologique, et ils ne savent plus comment se dégager de la position inconfortable où ils se trouvent intellectuellement. Ils sont confinés dans des positions idéologiques indéfendables, et il vous suffirait de fournir un peu d'effort, d'acquérir la connaissance directe pour les dépasser. C'est moi qui vous le dis. Alors, ils voudraient bien sortir de cette position pour récupérer cette littérature. Mais, sans nous citer, bien sûr, mais tout cela est extrêmement difficile. La cause est entendue depuis longtemps. C'est de cela que je voulais vous parler. Vous dites que aussi longtemps qu'on ne reconnaîtra pas, mais on reconnaît déjà. Et maintenant, c'est la conspiration du silence. On n'attaque plus parce qu'on n'a plus d'arguments pour attaquer. Et ce n'est pas le désir qui leur manque, vous le savez bien. Ils nous auraient sciés, ils nous auraient foudroyés s'ils pouvaient déceler la moindre incohérence depuis le temps. Mais maintenant, c'est le silence, c'est la conspiration du silence, c'est la médisance dans les salons, c'est les apartés avec les étudiants. Donc voilà, à 3 reprises, l'Afrique apporte les éléments de la civilisation au monde, et ces éléments diffusent dans le monde, et pourtant l'Afrique continue toujours, passe toujours pour un continent fruste qui n'aurait rien apporté aux autres. De restaurer cette conscience historique continentale africaine, de l'intégrer dans l'enseignement, c'est un facteur de cohésion de l'ensemble des peuples africains à l'abri de toutes les formes d'agression culturelle. C'est le seul intérêt que présente une question comme celle-là, et c'est à une œuvre d'intégration de ce genre.
Yeah, Sheikh Anta Diop, I love this documentary. He explained things, and it's not he's historian, author also, and the point was about the lies that we get about our history, about Alkebulan and Africans, and he explained that. And yeah, there was some mistakes, unfortunately, in the translation. But the thing that he was talking really about is education, to educate people about our real history. And he encouraged us to be critical, to search the truth. And also, he, in the end of the documentary, he talked about the silence, that the word for him is aware that Alkebulan and Africa brought many things to the civilization, and nobody they doesn't admit that, and they keep just silent about that. However, that there is proof that the civilization and many scholars and many scientists and many things, mathematics, and we will see that about that the truth that they hide, and the lies that they just spread in our mind, unfortunately, and in the world. And now we will have back our true identity. Sheikh Anta Diop, he is from Senegal, and he was born in Dakar. And he was Senegalese intellectual, author of works in history and anthropology. He sought to demonstrate the contribution of Africa, and in particular Black Africa, to world culture and civilization. According to this historian, Dr. Sheikh Anta Diop, the old name of Africa was Alkebulan, which means mother of humanity or garden of Eden. The name was used by the Moors, Nubians, Ethiopians, and other indigenous peoples. The word Africa was born at the end of the 17th century. Initially, it only referred to the northern part of the continent. Around that time, the continent had been colonized, and Europeans ruled over it, people as slaves. They influenced the change of Alkebulan's identity to his current name. We will still in Senegal. The next piece is Doudou Ndiaye Rose, Senegalese percussionist. Yeah, let's go to hear his drums. He's a maestro of percussion. Yeah, we can stop here. Thank you, Juan. Yeah, like I said, he's from Senegal. He came from a family of griot and dedicate his life to the drum. He is one of the most celebrated African musicians of the 20th century, the mathematician of rhythms, the grand master of drums, capable of leading 100 drummers and several rhythms at the same time. He was designated a living human treasure by UNESCO in 2006. His instrument of choice was the traditional sabar, as well as its many variations, sauruba, asiko, bugarabu, mong mong, lamb, nder, grom babas, and kine. Now we will go to one documentary.
Just, I'm sorry. Can
Yeah,
I just do a quick comment?
yeah, sure,
Just
sure.
because, if you go to Google after this live stream, if anyone who's watching us, go to Google afterward, not Google, go here on YouTube and search for uh, samba schools presentation or rehearsals. It's basically
Yeah,
the same thing. Musically,
yeah,
the way
yeah,
he conducts,
yeah, yeah,
and it's crazy, how, we do this for many years now, and we are always finding these connections with Brazil, where I am, with the United States,
yeah,
where it is,
yeah, sure. I'm
it's
not
great.
surprised about that.
No, no
There is,
surprise at
yeah,
all. It's just beautiful to
yeah,
finding
yeah.
this. you
This connection, we was talking yesterday about connections, and that is it. However, Brazil is so far somehow from Africa, from Alkebulan, but there is connection, and
And
very
I was
old.
I was
Yeah,
thinking about this, because before, because of course we have all this cultural and historical connection, Brazil and Africa,
yeah,
and of course it's different countries. For example, Senegal is not one of the most, one of the region that most people came. It's more Angola, Congo, and West Africa,
okay,
and
okay.
but more
Because
like
of the language, I think.
Ghana. Yeah, but these connections are there,
Mm,
and I was just thinking that even way before we, like way before the
yeah,
continents separate, and we're
yeah,
talking about the continent of Africa or Alkebulan, Brazil and Africa was like they were connected, so even uh, uh, in the land, we have a connection even with the
yeah,
nature
yeah,
and
sure.
the climate and
Yeah.
it's many
And
things.
we have the same heritage. We have the
Yeah,
same heritage somehow. And in this video of this percussionist, the thing amazed me also is the child. The child in the beginning, he was behaving and dancing and playing music very good. We see that he was in the rhythm, and that is the culture griot. Because griot, you start studying and learning very in childhood, and I think that he were like 3 or 4 years old, and it's just amazing that he have that rhythm in his heart and his body. Yeah.
right.
Thank you. I was telling that we will go to the commentary history of Alkebulan. It's about the hiding truth about Alkebulan, and highly recommended you to take the time to listen to it in its entirety. The information is truly surprising. But first, let's watch a few excerpts together, and we will talk about jazz after. Thank you.
When other people tell their history, they come across as being patriotic. When other people talk about where they came from and who they are and what their history is, that's called patriotism. But when African Americans do it, or when black people do it, they're labeled as being militant. They're called rebels. They're called Afrocentric. So that's the big difference. Our history, for some reason, it becomes offensive to people. So we have to stop being afraid to tell what our true history is.
The studies will show that the dominant population here in America especially, and in Europe, have wanted to claim everything for themselves. And so they have made up a lot of stories as they travel to places. And as we know, all of the places that the so-called European or the white explorers traveled, when they got there, black people were already there. Some kind of black people, or yellow people, or red people, or brown people. You as a black man are the root of all of the civilizations. Every body they've ever found, every tomb they've ever raided, whatever it was, they found something symbolic of the black man, either our features, your nose, your mouth, your head, the way we looked, our hair, even braids, everything.
The makeup of a human being's self-esteem, self-image, and self-concept is not only based upon one's family history, but it's also based upon one's racial history. So when you look at the self-esteem of black people and black children, you can rest assured that at least 50% of how high or how low it is contingent upon positive information that they know or don't know about who they have been in racial history.
And over the last, I would say, 1,000 years, there has been a protracted effort and an ongoing effort by those in power, the European powers especially, to make sure that what we have done as an indigenous, or what we call autochthonous peoples, Earth's autochthonous peoples, is erased irrevocably from the minds of all our people.
Only a people who haven't learned how to respect themselves will let someone suggest themselves that they forget about their history.
If you know yourself, there's no way that anybody could ever do the things to you, or would you do the things to you and yours that we find ourselves doing. So that, and in many ways, I don't really think it's hidden. It's there. It's just that they're not allowing us to understand.
According to Dr. Ben, the original name of Africa was Alkebulan. Africa, the whole continent, was also called Ethiopia. As a matter of fact, the Atlantic Ocean was called the Ethiopian Sea. So there were several different names. Africa was really described by different tribes. It wasn't a whole monolithic society, but eventually they named Africa after a European.
Africa was not called Africa. It's actually named after the one who actually conquered the Carthaginian Scipio Africanus. So they usually, the Roman types of system is that the conquering general gets to name the region he conquered. He gets his name to be placed on that region. So Scipio Africanus is they named a certain terrain after him. So everybody just said, well, let's call it Africa or Africanus. But if you look to Dr. Ben's work, you'll find that it was called Kush, and you'll find it was called Alkebulan. It had many names: Ethiopia, which is essentially Greek, but a whole continent was once known as Ethiopia.
It's terrible, about just where math came from. All of the pictures that they've shown out of Africa, they've never really educated the Americans, white or black, about what really goes on in Africa, what some of the cities are really like, and that we're not running around over there with Tarzan, and when they show anything from Africa, even down to today, they pick the worst scenes, the most terrible situations, and they show those, but we have a proud history. But of course, what we did in Egypt 5,000 years ago, or what we did in China 35,000 years ago, is of no benefit if we don't understand what to do today and how that would help us to survive. We discovered the clock. We did discover the wheel. Black man has never been a caveman. You've never been in a cave. There's no history of it. You've ever been in a cave. We discovered mathematics and the alphabet and writing and all of those great things that they have built a foundation on, that they came and got and took back to other countries. We don't know what Africa would be like without the white influence. We don't know what it would be like without the Rockefellers and De Beers and all of them. We don't know what Africa would have been like. We do know that there were greater places in Africa other than Egypt, which is the only one they let us know about.
You have the kingdoms of Kuba and Luba in Central Africa.
Mansa Musa was the king of Mali in the 1300s, very wealthy brother. During the dark age of Europe was going through a dark age, Africa was thriving. It was the gold capital. Mansa Musa was considered the wealthiest man on the planet at the time. Mansa Musa had a very well-known pilgrimage to Mecca, where he went to Egypt and went to Mecca and went through Egypt, and he gave out so much gold, it threw off the Egyptian economy. In today's terms, Mansa Musa gave away what would be the equivalent of $100 million in gold.
The African was the first race to circumnavigate the entire globe.
All over Africa, all over the world, the peoples of color that they call Africans, Alkebulanians, we were all over the world. So to say that in Ghana, they had the Ashanti, they had, all over, we had powerful dynasties, so innumerable we couldn't even name them. Because remember, we had hundreds of thousands of years, and that's the secret. They cut us off at 6,000 because anything beyond that they could say is mystery. They could say is myth. So when you control the information, which is essentially what they've learned to do, under the Vatican they have about 6 to 8 miles of storage space that have all of our artifacts, and the Virgin Mother being black, all of the faces. We have to take apart the layers that are actually constructed in the lie. They're layered. For instance, you have a discipline in academia called Egyptology. Now, what is Egyptology? They say, well, it's the study of Egypt. Well, no, it's not the study of Egypt. Egyptology was created by the Vatican in order to make sure that there was a screening mechanism in place to explain away the truth that was being excavated every year, that kept giving them proof of who the ancient Kemites were. So Egyptology and Egyptologists are essentially agents of this information. Where else do you see a society, a people, and a way of life actually become a science? Unless you have specific purposes to make sure that the information that you are gathering on those people are given the proper perspectives to maintain the lie. So you don't get an Americology, you don't get Europology, you don't get Russiaology.
Richard Pryor.
Back then. That's how advanced they were. In fact, everywhere in Europe sent their best to go and learn there, just like they sent them to Timbuktu, just like they sent them over to Luxor, just like they sent them over to where all these areas where you see Africans and high sciences were. They sent them there to Spain to learn.
Well, the Moors brought in the first music conservatory into Valencia, Spain. They brought Ziriab into Spain, and he brought in a chordophone known as the lute, L'-O-U-D. We call it lute, L-U-T-E. It's a chordophone. And it has 4 chords. And, you know, the hormones of the body, the humors, Africans would heal people when you had clogs in your liquid systems, okay? Whether it was your mucus or whether it was your hormones, whether it was your phlegm, whether it was your blood. Whatever was clogged up, what they do is that they would put this this chordophone over your body and they would strum, right? And in strumming, the vibration of the string would open up whatever was clogged, okay? Ziriab, in his brilliance, added a fifth string. And this fifth string was for plasma, which is invisible liquid, which is the origin of the universe. And this just healed your entire system, your entire body. When you look at a piano is a harp turned sideways. That's why when you look at a baby grand piano, it's shaped like a harp. Then you take the top up and you put a stick there so that it's open, right? So that Africans said that instead of strumming strings to make the sound, what they would do is they would put it to its side, encase it in wood, and then you would hit keys. And the keys then would hit the strings and it would be a different kind of sound. And so when you're looking at Baroque music, which Bach is really given credit for developing, that came out of Africa. Okay, Africa. In fact, Africans have the finger piano that they play. All they did was take the concept of the finger piano, the xylophone, and this harp turned sideways, and that became piano. Out of that came what we call classical music. And this is why when I hear African folk talk about, because I enjoy classical music. I play classical music. I enjoy listening to classical music. But that's black music. That's soul music. And black folk used classical music as soul music. But Europeans took it. And so now when we look at what we call classical music, Tchaikovsky or Beethoven or Mozart, or any of the so-called classical pianists or classical musicians, we say, oh man, that's white music. That's not white music. We don't know our history.
Black.
Amazing. Yeah, huge and
Taking
amazing
notes.
informations. Sorry?
I'm taking notes. Go ahead.
Yeah, I saw that. Great. My own notes about what they said in the commentary. I keep some subjects like true history, our true history, and proud history. When I talk about myself and the history I get since I was a child was really different that we just heard. And also I love the story about Mansa Musa. For me, he was the first one that he did the first stock market crash of gold in the world, because in that time when he left to Mecca for his pilgrim, the price of gold was really cheap because there is gold everywhere. And I found that really amazing. Yeah.
Ilham, this is so important. It's important for people to know. And it's especially important for people in these United States because there's a movement to erase African and African diasporic culture.
Mm. Mm.
I mean, from the history books and everything else. This is the importance of what you're presenting today, and I'm grateful for that. Thank you.
Yeah, not only in USA, in Africa, also in Morocco, for example. I can talk about what I know. I grew up in Morocco, and in Morocco, we don't have the real history about Black people, we always have this idea that our ancestors came to Morocco like slaves. And when we hear Sheikh Anta Diop and we hear the historian in the commentary, we understand it was not the truth. They was traveling by them own to and freely to the north of Alkebulan. It was a choice somehow. They did this choice. After there is slaves, there is a issue of slavery in Alkebulan, but there is also people that they choose to travel and to travel everywhere in the world. And that is the thing most important that we have to keep in our minds. The next piece is from Morocco, the master musician of Jajuka. In the master musician of Jajuka are an all-male group from a small village in northern Morocco. The Attar family preserves one of the world's oldest musical tradition, passed down from father to son for generations. And we can talk about somehow griots also. Also widely recognized that truly distinguishes them is the complexity of their rhythm and melodies, learned from childhood and mastered over a lifetime. These traditions have survived from centuries despite many challenges. It was mentioned in the Real World Records YouTube channel that the master musicians had recorded with the Rolling Stones, being declared the 4-year-old rock and roll band by Timothy Leary. Let's listen to them. Oh yeah, Jajuka.
Wow.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Yeah. Jajuka, it's the name of the village in the south of the not Atlas, sorry, Reef Mountains. It's really in the south and in very high altitude village. And now we are going, to the commentary. I just choose a short except demonstrated from this the commentary that demonstrate that the change of our history can profoundly impact us and people, and also our and their opportunities.
But we want to take the understanding, and this goes from the book from Amos Wilson, that he teaches to manipulate history is to manipulate consciousness. The way a people think, not only the way they think, but in the way they see themselves in God, the way they see themselves in the world, the way they see themselves to themselves, and the way they see each other. It changes our consciousness if you can manipulate history. To manipulate somebody's consciousness is to manipulate their possibilities. Because when you can control the narrative of somebody else's history, you can control what they believe is possible through their genetic makeup, right? How they see themselves in God and how they see what they see physically. To manipulate their possibilities is to manipulate the power of who they are. Wow. And so this is why it's important that we have an Afrocation, an education from a African perspective. And that education yields two things. It yields the ability to navigate through global systematic oppression. Global systematic oppression. A lot of times we think that us in Americas, we are so self-centered, we believe that we're the only ones going through it. And so it's global. And so even dealing in the continent where you may no longer see colonial powers, that doesn't mean the mindset is not colonialized. And that's why we see a lot of rebellions on this side, according to what we get to see in terms of the propaganda, right? Media. So we don't always get to see truth. And so that's what they're doing, manipulating how powerful we really are. So what we want to do is and I said we were going to slow roast this thing. And I've been slow roasting it as much as possible, right? So
Yeah, the word of this show and session is really truth. We talk about truth, really. Yeah. Now we are going to Mali. Very sweet and beautiful destination and music. The next two pieces come from Mali. We will have the pleasure of listening to self-taught musician and a major figure of African music, Ali Ibrahim Touré, also known as Ali Farka Touré. He born in 1939 in Kano and died in 2006 in Bamako. His compositions are marked by a desire to combine tradition, Malian music, and blues. Martin Scorsese affirms the close relationship between the two genres, considering Touré's music to be the DNA of the blues. Ali Farka Touré's musical style is rooted in the long Songhai tradition of Walidu, a musical genre found in the Sahel. He had won 3 Grammys Awards, the last one posthumously for his album Voyageur, Traveler. In his songs, Touré sing in several African languages, including Songhai, Fulani, Tuareg, Tamashek, and Bambara. For the first piece, they play a very peaceful and spontaneous sounding guitar with Boubacar Traoré. Boubacar, he emerged in the 1960s in Mali as a star and symbol of the newly independent country. His very popular songs celebrate the advent of independence of Mali and its president Modibo Keïta. However, he made no recording, and since there were no royalties paid to musicians, he remained very poor and had to work to make ends meet. And the second piece, we will have Arifar Katouri with Oumou Sangare, Chérie. Let's go to Mali.
Voilà. Réunion quand c'est des, il va faut t'en aller. Voilà.
I love this sound. We can really feel the desert and many things on it. And yeah, Omo Sangari, she's Malian singer and songwriter of Fulani origin. She's born in Bamako, and she has won also a Grammy Awards in 2010. She's a musician from the Wasulu region of Mali and of Fulani descent. She is often called the songbird of Wasulu. Returning to her song Chérie, it was recorded in 1995 with Ali Farkatouri, rahimahullah, and released posthumously in 2023. The next piece, it will be dance, music, and songs from Kenya. The Kenyan dances are generally very energetic and vigorous, following the rhythm of the drums, and can escalate into frenetic rhythms, as seen in the dances of the Luo, Luya, or Griama ethnic groups. However, rhythms can also be slower, as in the dances of the Maasai, Kalenjin, or Kikuyu. Let's dance in Kenya.
You're muted, sister.
Yeah, I was telling the very various songs and dances from Kenya, and really amazing. And I think that this traditional music, it's depend of the tribes where they are come from. Really, we saw many dances and songs. Now we are going to, we will be back to the desert, and it will be in Mauritania with Dimi Mint Abba and Khalifa Old Aid. Dimi Mint Abba was born in 1958 in Tijikaja, a historic city founded by a powerful Moorish tribe in the heart of the Sahara. Demi was there to an exceptional family tradition. Her mother, Monina Mint Ida, was an accomplished Ardin player. And from the age of 10, she was initiated into the subtle art of this Moorish harp, the playing of which was reserved for women. Her father, Sidati Ould Abba, was a descendant of a family from Igawin and the author of the former Mauritanian national anthem. Dimi Mint Abba sings ancient poems, the founding epics of past empire, and the tragic loves of lovesick lovers. Yeah. And Khalifa Ould Aidi, he's born in Mauritania into family of Igawins also. griot in Maurice. And Khalifa Ould Aid is a songwriter, singer, and virtuoso of the Tidinit, equivalent to the Nguni or Xalam, who has mastered the various musical styles of his country, Azawan, Beja, Medh or Medh, and Moorish music in general. This former musical collaborator and husband of Demi, Mint Abba, introduced the electric guitar and Arabic instruments like oud, qanun into Moorish music. Let's listen to them.
سلام على قبر يزار من البعد سلام سلام على قبر يزار من البعد سلام على روضة بها محمد سلام على من قال للضب من أنا قال أنت رسول الله يا محمد يا راكبا نحو المدينة قاصدا بلغ سلامي لحبيبي محمد بلغ سلامي لحبيبي حبيبي محمد يا نبي الله يا رسول الله صلى الله على ذلك الوجه صيدك العاد يا قلانا يا قلانا يا قلانا يا قلانا ويا قلانا ويا قلانا ويا قلانا راشد بالحق متعدد جلالي ويدلل عجل ضارك بهانا جلالي ويدلل عجل ضارك بهانا جلالي ويدلل عجل ضارك بهانا كن إلى عاد ما يعجل ويدلالي ويدلل ويدلالي ويدلل ويدلالي ويدلل
ويدلل
عدها تم المراكب عدها تم المراكب عدها تم هي ما خير من هجمك ويدلالي ويدلل ويدلالي ويدلل ويدلالي ويدلل ويدلالي ويدلل قادر بالبروج يا بالبروج قادر بالبروج والحنا خمس سوا فاطمة يا الغزالة دارت الحنا بالشبيك خالف بسبايا.
We can stop here. Thank you, Juan. I would not to stop. I love this song and this music and rhythm. When I was child and we hear this kind of music in the house, my mom was always asking me to dance for her, and she was always surprised how I can dance like people from desert. They dance with the hand and the fingers like this, and I was loving that and doing that. I have really beautiful memories about this music, and yeah, the melody is still in mind, you know. Really amazing.
You know, I first heard of Demi Abba, and I was on tour, and I was in Sweden, and I was at a
Oh,
record shop, and the guy
yeah.
played some of her music for me, and I had never heard it before. This goes back to the 90s. You
Okay,
know,
okay,
and I've been embracing her music and the music of Mauritania ever since.
okay.
Okay.
It's not surprising me because really it's very special music. There is something on it I cannot explain it.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. And now we will be back to Morocco with Rais Al-Haj Bel'id. He's originally from a small village in the Tiznit region, Annou and Adou, the Idda Ubaqil. That is the name of the village. Orphaned at a young age, he had to work various jobs to support himself and his family. And Bel'id, peace to his soul, settled in Tazrawalt, where he immersed himself in Amazigh poetry and music. He gained considerable renown with his troupe of troubadours among the Amazigh people, particularly the Aitsus. He later became the first Rice Amazigh poet singer to record a record with Patti Marconi in Paris in 1937. And he's still right now the master of the master in Amazigh music. Let's listen to Rais Al-Haj Bel'id rahimahullah.
حبيب اللي دا شركة كي كان بخيريقة ونسي
يسترعوا دارينو بالنقصي وراح يتفرغ دونينا
يا لي راغية ويتابانستي خصات نو قيود لخطر نو قيود لخطر وتموت ربتنا دي صرفنا وتفوق نغشي قنونت الترواس تاوي نغلى خطري
يسترعوا دارينو بالنقصي وراح يتفرغ دونينا
يسترعوا دارينو بالنقصي وراح يتفرغ دونينا
يسترعوا دارينو بالنقصي
ايوا باسم قاوين يا
يسترعوا دارينو بالنقصي
ايوا باسم قاوين يا
يسترعوا دارينو بالنقصي
إيران هاي سندي بلالنا
يسترعوا دارينو بالنقصي
ولا لحبابنا ديش يا
يسترعوا دارينو بالنقصي
ولا لحبابنا ديش يا
يسترعوا دارينو بالنقصي
أكي كان بخيري قاوس
يسترعوا دارينو بالنقصي
Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, we still have some pieces to show, but we cannot, because of time, we cannot show all. That is why I just chose to end with two pieces. One is dance, and the second one it will be a song. The dance, please, Juan, can you put please the Albabsa group? I made in the playlist that it's Falcon Dance, but it's not Falcon Dance, it's Words Dance from Sudan. And we will finish with Africando, the group Africando, Te voy a matar con amor. Albabsa group.
Maybe the name is in Arabic on YouTube.
Yes,
Okay,
sure.
that's why
I'm sorry.
I was
Yeah,
confused.
sure. It's in Arabic.
I'm sorry. Here we
I'm
go.
sorry. I saw you searching for it.
Yeah, and I
Yeah, that's easy.
I had this mental notes of okay, that's the one because you put in it translated in the format, and I had a mental note. Oh, okay, that's the one,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
just forgot. That's
تعال
Majibo, ya Majibo.
We can stop here. Thank you, everyone. I love this dance and all the dances from Sudan. They are very noble, flexible, and what they represent, it's from nature. We can see birds and many things on it. Really very amazing, and I'm suggesting to you to check in YouTube, in internet, them dance and see what they can do. It's really amazing and very artistic, and aesthetically, it's very rare kind of dance. Yeah. And now we will finish our session with Africando, Te voy a matar con amor. And this song, for me, it's between Alkebulan and also our era. There is fusion and infusion with the music coming from Cuba, from many countries in Latin America, and yeah, it's really amazing. Also, they are from Senegal.
Si tú no me respetas, yo te voy a matar, te voy a asesinar, tu vida voy a acabar. Déjate de confianza, de hipocresía y más, chisme de vecindad, bochinche y de mucho hablar. Sola tú vives de lo que te dice la gente, esos inventos solo son mentiras de mí. No te das cuenta que solo quieren separarnos. Las amigas que tú tienes son enemigas ocultas. Mientras que yo te hablaba, te quise aconsejar, y en tu inseguridad no quisiste respetar. Parece que fui juego de tu mentalidad, una influencia cruel de allá de tu vecindad. Yo no te quise hacer daño, pero a mí lo haces. Siempre me falta respeto y yo no sé por qué. Sé que yo nunca pensé en faltarte respeto. Si me lo sigues haciendo, yo te mato. Si me faltas más respeto, yo te voy a matar. Si no cuidas tus impulsos, yo te mato. Te mato. Te mato, te mato, te mato. Yo que fui bueno contigo, yo que te di mi querer, fuiste muy mala conmigo, heriste todo mi ser. Yo te voy a matar con amor, yo te voy a matar. Yo te voy a matar con amor, yo te voy a matar. Yo te quise como un niño, no quisiste respetar, pues llegaste a destrozar el amor que con cariño te tenía y que te daba. Yo te voy a matar con amor, yo te voy a matar. Yo te voy a matar con amor, yo te voy a matar. A la una, a las dos y tres. Ave María, qué sabroso. Yo te voy a matar, yo te voy a matar, yo te voy a matar, yo te voy a matar. Yo te voy a matar con cariño, yo te voy a matar y con dulzura, yo te voy a matar a labiotazo, yo te voy a matar con besotazo. Yo te voy a matar, oh lo la la. Yo te voy a matar, yo te voy a matar, oh lo la la. Yo te voy a matar. Yo te voy a matar con amor, yo te voy a matar. Yo te voy a matar con amor, yo te voy a matar.
Oh, yeah.
Mashallah.
Yeah.
Thank you,
And
guys. Thank you, everybody,
thank
that
you,
you
Ilham.
joined us. And
Yeah.
yeah, thank you. And if you have comments, put it in YouTube. And we are waiting for you to join us for our next model, 18 models. And we will go through continents, and we start with Africa. It will be continue. We are waiting for you, and our open house, it will be the 13th April. You are welcome to Alkebulan.
Alkebulan, yes.
Charles said in the comments, Charles Crooks, of course, outstanding session, Ilham. Truths and beauty galore. Good job. Music,
Thank
dance, culture,
you,
and history.
Charles.
Yes, thank you,
We
Charles.
miss you, Charles.
Yeah.
Always, Brother
And for
Charles.
all of you that are still watching
Yeah,
us,
yeah, sure.
you have to come next week to our open house. If you're watching all of these, a wonderful session by Ilham, you have to come next week in our free open house. The links are in the description of our website. You get all the information
Yeah.
there. You RSVP to the event, and then you get the link, the Zoom link, to our session, our meeting, our gathering. And yeah, thank you so much, Ilham. It was beautiful.
Thank you. Thank
Absolutely,
you.
absolutely, sister. You
It
you
will not
you
be
nailed.
done without you, both of you.
Well, we are a
Thank you.
team. We are a team, and I want
Yeah,
to thank you,
sure.
sister. You did a lot of work and put it. It was so wonderful. I took a lot of notes from the session, and because there's so much that I need to learn, and
I can send you my notes if you want.
Well, you know what? I'm a seeker emeritus, right, Charles? Seeker emeritus. So, and I just enjoyed every moment, and I can't wait till we start our 18th module in our 6th year, and I hope that we will continue to grow as a session. I know Kathleen and Kafi were here, Charles. They sent notes. That's how I know, but I can't usually tell who's on with us. But those of you that have joined us, please come back again next Thursday, April 30th at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, 4:30 Pacific. And if you're going to be in France, then it'll be what?
1:30 a.m.
1:30 in the morning.
You're gonna be in the next day also.
It'll be tomorrow,
No,
the next day.
It's 3
If you're in
p.m.
Brazil.
PM,
and it's
sorry.
free. And it's free, absolutely. And in Brazil, it'll be what time?
8:30 p.m.
8:30
Yeah.
p.m.
Just 1 hour. Just 1 hour apart.
Yeah, just 1 hour. But thank you, sister. You know, you
are welcome. You are welcome. Thank you.
You are a master teacher.
Yes.
I'm going to say that you taught us a lot. Mashallah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so
Merci.
much.
Merci.
You are our teacher.
Well,
Yes.
you know,
Our great master.
Yeah,
I learned
that is
I
it.
learned from all of you, and I learned from all the music that we've been doing so much. Give my love to your families. Be
Thank you.
well, and we will meet again at the river, as they say. We'll meet at the river on Tuesday.
Yes.
Inshallah. Thank you.
All right.
Inshallah.
Bye, everyone. Thank you
Bye.
for
Thank you.
watching.
All right.
And see
Thank
you
you.
all in our open house next Thursday.
Absolutely. Thank you. And
Welcome.
peace and love.